You want answers?
What's that going to set up?
We've got to go to work.
It's the Strat Attack Show. But we're always wondering what the next two is.
Holy shnikes, it worked.
That's something I want to know about.
What's your name, scumbag?
Strat Attack Show.
We're on a mission from God.
Here's Rob Smith. Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, and if it's Tuesday, we hop into the Urban Assault Vehicle and see what's going on with the Strat Attack Show. And so we're coming into the end of the month and end of the quarter. So here's the thing. We got our Rev Strat. That's what we're looking for. We're looking to take out magnitude, which was here, which we did. That was a low of 362.17. Took that out. So, you know, when you come into the end of a quarter or a month, it's like we know the year is down. So the only saving grace for the market would be, you know, a change in continuity where we can have a new quarter, new month, everything going up. The thing is, how are you going to change this into something bullish? You'd have to take this out. How are you going to be a 2 up? Nowhere near doing that. And so what we'd have to do to start that out would be next week, can we take this week's high out, right? Because we hit magnitude, took this low out, and that's what we're looking for. So right now, everything's looking down. And that's just how it is. But like I said, a continuity level, continuity change of month, quarter, and all that kind of stuff. But we'd have to at least have to take out this week's highs, right? Which we're not doing that just yet. So we'll see. Right now, like I said, exhaustion risk. And what that means is that we hit magnitude, right? We hit, when we took this out, the 2-1-2 reversal to take that out. We did that, but how are you going to change this? And you're nowhere near doing that. And I can't stress that enough. You know, on a shorter term basis, you know, XLE has been our boy on the long side, or at least it was at the early part of the year. But now that's a 2-2 down as well. You just have a lot of inside days there. But you know, at this point, it's pretty much a scalp. You know, like it's holding this gap lower and all that kind of stuff. So if we go to QQQ, we know that's a 2-2 reversal down to the on the year, and we have a bunch of outside days. So what we look at, and I like to talk about the scans a lot, and saying, okay, well, we know almost everything's down on the month, right? Do we have anything taking out last week's highs? And here's the scan for that. Who's taking out last week's highs? Nobody I know of. Nobody. I mean, you can see this. And then if you go to last week's lows, make sure we're on the weekly. Here, Intel, Bank of America, yeah, MetaBuddy, AMC, those apes, Citicorp. So you got a lot of things, CSX, taking out the lows. And then if we go back to who's taking out last week's highs, which you're nowhere near doing, right? Nobody. And then if we go to the monthlies, well, let's take a look. Who's taking out last month's lows? Everybody. Everybody. Here you go. AMD, Ford, Apple, Amazon, NVIDIA, Intel, American Airlines. All these people, you know, Google, Meta. Now, who's taking out last month's highs? RCL, there we're going to go to cruise ship. Other than that, almost nobody. Sava, maybe. FSLR, so some solar, but for the most part, nobody. And so that's what we always want to take a look at is when I'm scanning, I'm like, I can't tell the magnitude based on scans, but I can tell you what the market's doing. And so we have almost everything is taking out last week's lows, last month's lows, and nowhere near taking out those highs. So coming into the new quarter, the best thing that the market could have would be continuity. Say, okay, well, now we got an outside day, and here's your SPY, is that you could have continuity because it's going to be a tall order to take out this month's highs. So you could go continuity. That's fine. We'll pay attention to that. What that means is that you're not going to have a two signal. So you could get the inside month and go back up, but that would have to start next month, and that's coming up. But for right now, we hit our magnitude. We did what we wanted to do. So we're not sure here. Like I said, we got a high concentration of inside days in the energies that have, still have that bullish yearly signal. But, we're coming into the end of the quarter. Things are a little rough. We're waiting for another rate hike. So, always be aware of the longer term time frame. I'd say because, a lot of people say I'm just a scalper. I'm like, that's fine, because here at the end of the day, if we go to 60, say, okay, we had a Rev Strat 60 here. Inside bar, goes into magnitude, hits that, then comes popping back up. But, we want the big moves, and it's okay to scalp, that's fine. But we want the big moves. What is the real big move going to? Because people will say I'm a scalper, I'm an intraday trader, and I understand that. But ideally, what we want is that when we're right, to be real right. Say, can I hold this overnight? I'm like, well, I'm up so much in this thing, and we have major signals still in force. Yeah, then you can hold it. Right now, you don't have that to the upside at all. So, at best, you can have a new continuity level on the quarter, the month, the week, and the day next week. But for right now, the Rev Strats that we were looking for on the month did their job. They did their job. You go to QQQ here, still a little magnitude to take this out. Still looking for 269.28. I could easily do that. And if it doesn't, maybe it comes in next month. But always looking at these monthlies to be like, are we anywhere near a 2-2 or any reversal to the upside on the month? We are not. But that's why we watch continuity. That's why we watch the signals, and that's what we're going to do. So let's close this quarter out, this month out, and that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, Smith of the Black, with the Strat Attack.
You've been listening to the Strat Attack Show.
It's over.
That looks like I'm running out of time again.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
And now for something completely different.
Yeah. Did you get that memo?
Let's go to Billy Baroo.
Oh, Billy.
Here's where they're buying.
Oh, behave.
Here's where they're selling.
Oh, righty.
I'd keep an eye on this. Is that a problem? It is.
You just don't turn it off.
I'm Rob Smith.
I hate Illinois Nazis.
I'm Smith in the Black with the Strat Attack.